this one mindset shift when it comes to our clients that they make really serves them. And that is to always think and look at nutrition as the insurance policy when it comes to your health and fitness. Nutrition is the insurance policy when it comes to your health and fitness and making sure you stay fit and don't gain weight. Because nutrition is not sexy, right? Most people, when it comes to health and fitness, they want to talk about the working out and what workout should I do? Should I do HIIT? And people find that part of health and fitness much more enjoyable. When it comes to eating less, eating higher quality food, that's not the fun part, but it's so important. It's like in insurance. Everybody wants to talk about the investments and what stocks are you buying, this and that, because I spent time in that world. And nobody really likes to talk about life insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance, right? But you're sure glad you have it when your house gets hit with hail or you get into a minor fender bender, right? Or on the flip side, my dad was in insurance, and I've seen this firsthand with people who are very wealthy and they've had good careers and they've saved a lot of money, and at the end they don't have long-term care insurance, and they go into a facility that's senior living facility that's 10, 12 grand a month, and boom, within a couple of years their entire net worth has been wiped out. Where if they planned ahead 10, 20 years ago and had a small long-term care policy in place, they would be fine. But a lot of people don't like to talk about insurance, or don't think of those things that can happen. And I see it firsthand time and time and time again with women that we speak with, that the unfortunate and the honest truth is you're one unfortunate event from not being able to work out, right? And I know that's dark to think, but it's the same type of part of your brain that doesn't, you avoid thinking about that like someone does when they want to buy, life insurance. It isn't something that you really like to think about. It's uncomfortable. But I've seen this with women where I've asked women, hey, you said you used to be in amazing shape and now you've gained 50 pounds over the last 10 years, what happened? And they might say, well, I used to be a huge runner. I would run, 30, 40 miles a week or something. And then I got really bad shin splints, or I was playing with my kids and I happened to have a freak accident. I tore my ACL and I couldn't run for like a year, and I've never got back into it. And now I've gained all this weight. And it's because their nutrition was never where it needed to be. They got away with it for so long because they ran and they worked out really consistently. And then they had an injury 10 years ago, and then they started gaining weight because their nutrition wasn't where it needed to be. Where if someone taught them, or they had the right approach to nutrition years ago, yeah, it would still suck to get injured and not be able to run or work out as consistently as you wanted. But if your nutrition is where it needs to be, and you know what you need to do there, and you have the knowledge and you have the right habits and the mindset that it takes, that woman would not have gained the weight, right? So this is really important thinking, because things happen. Take it from me. I mean, name a ligament, a bone, or whatever, playing sports. I've shattered, exploded, sprained, broke, anything you can think of. I've been there, and I see this time and time again with clients. Is oftentimes, they were super active and they had like an injury or something happened, and then their poor nutrition habits caught up with them. Or it doesn't even need to be an injury. It might just be life, right? Speak to a lot of women who are in their 20s or early 30s. They didn't have kids. They didn't have quite as a stressful career that they do now. They had more time to work out, and they worked out 4 or 5 days a week. And working out that consistently masked their nutrition not being where it needs to be. But then they had kids, they got married, they got promoted, they manage people, they're working more, and they can't work out like they used to. They're lucky to find 1 or 2 times a week to get into the gym or work out at home. And now they're like, gosh, it felt like all of a sudden this weight started coming on. And it's because their nutrition was never where it needs to be, but they made up with it for years based on their exercise. But life happens. The nutrition can stay stable if it's where it needs to be. The exercising, week to week, month to month, I mean, it can change. We have clients that some weeks can get to the gym, 4 or 5 days, and some weeks, a lot of crap hits the fan. They have a lot of, things they need to do, and it maybe is 2. But if we can dial in their nutrition where it needs to be, that's always going to be their saving grace. That's going to be their insurance policy that keeps them where they need to be when it comes to their health and fitness goals. So this oftentimes is a very powerful mindset shift when it comes to clients that could help serve you on your health and fitness journey, because I think you need to think about those things. Again, everyone thinks about getting in a car accident or their house burning down or those types of things, but there's a reason that we need to have insurance, right? Your nutrition is just like that. It's the insurance policy for everything else in your health and fitness, because if the nutrition isn't where it needs to be, at some point it's going to catch up to you. See you on the next one.